But tell me a little bit about the 7 stages of money maturity and what they are.
Yeah, so that was the first book that I wrote, and it really started the whole movement of life planning. And it was published it was written in the 90s, and I started a think tank with the CFP community in America, and then had begun to bring it abroad, at first, as I said, to the UK. But the notion there, I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, we can look back now and see, but I knew that something was off around money and that we were too tied to it. We were too invested in it. We were, like you were saying, that we were distracted by it. And it's an easy measure, right? You're always measuring yourself. That's one of the things we do as human creatures. And so it's an easy measure to see, well, I've got this much in the bank, or I'm earning this much per year. And oh gosh, you're offering me that much? Wow, I can't say no to that. And there you are. And it's just like that's kind of governing your life. You don't even realize it. And so I'd been working in my tax practice, believe it or not, and in Cambridge, Massachusetts, this highly academic area, an area of great entrepreneurs, there are also a huge number of psychotherapists. And I had practically all of them in my hip pocket as clients, and so I was learning from them. I'm very curious, and I was going off to their postgraduate programs. I would travel the world to be with their great teachers. So I studied with some of the great therapists in the world at that time. And I wrote this book. I thought, well, what money maturity is about is being mature oneself and then linking it to money. So you go through this process of working through the difficult emotions, and your naive ideas about life, and what I called innocent ideas of life, and your pain. And then you develop these adult skills of knowledge, and that's what you and I bring with our financial planning skills, knowledge, although there's personal knowledge as well, which is huge, and understanding, which is deepening the heart and being more wise in our relationships to the suffering that happens in the world. And then the third stage of vigor, of vitality, and bringing all of that so that we can really make a difference in the world. And then the final 2 stages are more like maturity itself, or awakening. And they have both a visionary quality where we can see further. It's like seeing these inspirations that you and I have been talking about. And what I'm trying to do now, which is seeing civilization. How can we make civilization so that it's naturally wise rather than polarized and broken apart? And then the final stage is something I called aloha. Here I am in Hawaii, and aloha is their term for generosity, for kindness, for love, for a depth of spirit, for living in nature, for feeling the kind of the winds of the currents of life and of a deeper life inside of ourselves. So that it's a spirit of generosity, really.
Love that.